true to what we believe in Web3 and continue to grow from all these experiences.
Now also, Binance have FUD right now, right? So if you know,
yes.
So it's back. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the long wait, guys. So please press 1 if you can hear me. Hello, everyone. Oh, there. Sorry for the... Please press 1 if you can hear me. Sorry for the... There. So, okay. So I have here Vikas Sharma. Hello, Kate. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of viewers now. 2,000 viewers. Sorry, guys. I'm actually in an AMA with Sad Adventures. We actually spoke about a lot of things, especially with branding and positioning in Web3. So, yep, there's an echo, it says. There is? Really? Three. So, yep. No, there's none. So I can actually, no problem. Hello there, Swadika. I'm not from Thailand, guys. I'm actually not from Thailand. So please say hi to actually the community of Jedstar. So hello. So are you all ready for the crypto box? So later I'm from the Philippines, guys, by the way. Just an introduction of what I do. Of course, I'm in the space since 2016, here in the crypto space, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I am the founder and CEO of Blocktides. We actually raised $50 million for projects already. And at the same time, we actually have Place War at the same time. Okay, there's a lot. I'm actually being consumed by the comments already. So, yes, we're here in this space, and we've helped hundreds of companies already. And of course, I'm the founder of Blocktides. What is Blocktides, guys? Of course, Blocktides is an award-winning PR, crypto, DeFi, NFT, IoT, AI marketing firm, based in Singapore and the Philippines since 2016. I'm also the scholar graduate of Tezos, Draper University Blockchain for Entrepreneurship, and also the co-founder and CEO of Placewar, a gamified project, actually raised $2.4 million, and at the same time backed by 40 VCs in the space. And yeah, not seeing your profile on LinkedIn, my name is Myrtle Anne Ramos. You don't know my name here. So, yeah. So, if you're saying fake, so goodbye. I hope I can actually ban people here. But people knows me, and it's an authentic way for us to actually do that. So, it's a bad live thou. So, yep. So, yep. So my LinkedIn is actually Myrtle Anne Ramos. Okay, so guys, we're actually done with the TechCon caravan that we've done here in the Philippines. So it's a first ever metaverse caravan, which actually promotes the metaverse and Web3. And yeah. Oh, I was in the Discord lately. Thank you so much for supporting Adrian Janta. I think you're tired as well later. Thank you so much, guys. So this is the season to be resting. So it's a holiday season. I hope you're all here. All right. So let's go ahead and check out Jedstar. All right, one moment. Let me just check if they're ready. Blocktides. You can actually check that. All right. So without further ado, it seems like our guest for tonight is actually ready. So I will actually introduce to you our speaker for tonight. So he's the CEO and founder of Jedstar, and I'm also the advisor of Jedstar, by the way. And we're going to interview him about what's happening about Jedstar, what Jedstar is actually about. And this live is basically not a financial advice and for educational purposes only. So without further ado, let's all welcome in the stage right now, Josh. Are you there? Welcome. Hi.
Hi, sorry, give me a second. And obviously there's always tech issues at the last minute.
Oh, no.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Awesome. How are you doing?
I'm good. So, how have you been since the last time we actually saw each other in Thailand?
It's been a pretty busy period in crypto, as you know, in crypto in the gaming space, both has been really busy for us. We've just as grown and evolved a lot despite what's happening in the market. So it's pretty exciting. The fact that we are close to the end of the year doesn't mean we're slowing down. The opposite. We actually try to move as fast as we can, especially since we are launching our tokens on Polygon next week, actually, on the 19th. So pretty exciting times for us, pretty busy.
Oh, that's exciting. So I'm really thrilled and congratulations in advance for Jedstar. I've been a supporter since we actually met, done numerous meetings, of course. And yeah, let's get it on. So, of course, this is my first question, okay? So we actually have 2.2 viewers already, 2.2K viewers on Binance. So let's all welcome Josh. And of course, my first question for you, this is an impromptu question, guys. So, what is actually Jedstar? We all know that there's a lot of gaming platforms already in this space, but of course, makes us unique and what we offer to the community. What's actually Jedstar?
Sure. That's pretty simple, but at the same time complicated question. It's a really good question. So what's Jedstar? What Jedstar Gaming? We're first a Web3 company, a Web3 gaming company. When we sort of started, it was really more than a year ago now. It was really during that time where GameFi was starting to sort of emerge within the space. GameFi, play to earn, was starting to become popular. And myself, been being in the crypto space for quite a while, around the same time as yourself, Myrtle, I really saw value in how both crypto and blockchain can benefit from gaming, and both gaming and gaming itself can benefit from blockchain itself. So when we launched Jedstar, we launched first as a gaming company first, meaning that we sort of were building games that would sort of leverage blockchain technology, sort of be able to give back to the gamers what traditional Web2 games wouldn't be able to sort of provide back, where it was a one-way sort of spending and revenue generation. Blockchain provided both. We went into sort of that direction. And one thing that we've sort of realized, one is tokenomics was very important. We've sort of seen it with many games who sort of during the bear market or the winter, the crypto winter, have not sort of were having a hard time. One thing we sort of realized as well was why sort of limit the technology just to our games and just to our platforms. So now we're really going to esports, tournament management, but at the same time, what we're doing is we are also integrating Web2 games, so traditional Web2 games, whether it's like Mobile Legends, Valorant, or PUBG. We want to enable Web2 gamers to leverage Web3 technology to either make purchases or generate revenue themselves. That's in a nutshell.
So basically, I saw that you actually have a marketplace. So can you tell us more about it?
Yes, and this marketplace is really not even a version 1 of it. It's version 0.9 of it that we sort of put out there to basically engage with our community right now currently because we have a whole team of really awesome artists. So Jedstar is built by gamers and artists basically. And we wanted to share our love our art, but at the same time also really showcase the potential utility that blockchain can give to art and collectibles itself. So our marketplace currently right now, sort of you're able to purchase or view SFTs, not NFTs. So NFTs, our digital collectibles, basically are semi-fungible, meaning that they could evolve. So whether it's the art or whether it's the utility, we have a few apps out there like Silvervault. We're coming out with kdarena.gg, and we're coming out with our staking platform as well. Our NFTs would sort of provide utility for our holders, for them to sort of either earn more staking rewards, participate into tournaments, or earn Silvervault, rewards, which is vaults. That's the in-app currency for Silvervault, to be able to win both Web2 and Web3 digital assets.
Okay, so as I actually saw your NFTs here, that it's actually available for minting. So it's actually the first NFT collection, and it's already available in the marketplace. Are you actually considering this to be actually here in Binance NFT as well?
Not really allowed to say it, but yes, somewhat. We are speaking to multiple CAXes, and Binance, obviously being the biggest right now, is among those that we're speaking to. One thing that we're sort of growing, and what's going to happen sort of next year is while leveraging still blockchain technology, we will not just have digital assets where it's SFTs or crypto digital assets. We'll also have Web2 digital assets. So we're actually working with one of the biggest Web2 digital assets out there to help them distribute their own digital assets. What are digital assets? Basically, whether it's Mobile Legend Diamonds, PUBG credits, or even your mobile phone top-ups or your Netflix subscriptions, etc., and all that. So it's going to grow much bigger than what it is right now, so which is pretty exciting.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things that actually excites me about Jedstar, but can you tell us more about your roadmap?
Yeah, sure. So Jedstar, when we started and we were growing, we were building games that are still currently in development right now. So we have 3 games in our pipeline. One is called Отказ, which is a hyper-casual arcade game, single player right now, where you play a character and go through multiple levels, you kill monsters, and you grow there. There's opportunity there to sort of win or purchase digital assets to grow your character and to be able to flex whatever you sort of gain. We're also building a sort of real-time strategy game, which is called Ascension. This is where you can sort of, you're in our universe and you can build your own camp and fight against other sort of enemy camps, or band with other friends and fight against other enemy camps. So that's really fun. And then finally we have Ethernova, which is going to be a trading card game, and all of that is sort of coming out in 2023. We have Nightclaws that's coming out first, the beta coming out in pretty soon, in the next few weeks after the launch of our tokens. We're waiting for launch our tokens on Polygon before we're able to sort of launch these games. That's the gaming aspect. But what's really got us excited is we have a Web2 gaming community of over 600,000 right now. And within this Web2 gaming community, we organize nearly 100, actually it's not 100, sorry, it's 1,500 tournaments a day. So, and it's mainly Mobile Legends tournament, PUBG tournaments. So we've been sort of creating these tournaments and organizing these tournaments on the side and on the back end manually right now, but we are launching our platform, which is called kdarena.gg. So this is a tournament platform where people can sign up and look up for tournaments to play different games and play to earn and play and earn on those tournaments, not via traditional tokenomics that we had through all games, but basically a more sustainable way to generate revenue, whereas all these prizes are actually paid for by sponsors, the games themselves, publishers, ads, etc., and all that. So I think that is very important point. So one, we have a huge community there, which sort of embraces both Web2 and Web3. So we have a whole lineup of games that are coming and going to be on KD Arena. So that's pretty exciting. Place Wars, I'm looking forward for it to be there as well. And basically, what gamers are really able to do right now is really, without sort of putting downward pressure on gaming projects, able to generate revenue for themselves through KD Arena. Again, like I said, via more traditional ways, which is sponsorship, ads that we will sort of generate on our end from ads and potential sponsors.
Exactly. So this is actually the best way for us to get more community is actually through running esports and tournaments. I completely agree with that because of course, I mentioned this earlier in my AMA that basically even in Web2, that's the reason why the players and the community keeps on growing because they never stopped actually hosting tournaments, and at the same time like World Cup, Mini Cup, or whatever, especially in cafes, even if it's just small or not. So thank you so much for that insight. So
And just to add, people don't see how big it is. Like we can't track the smaller tournaments, but from what we can track right now, there's about $2 billion that been paid back to players via tournaments. So that's a huge amount of money to be distributed among gamers. And that's not including the really small ones that are not registered, etc., and all that. So we really see that as real potential for gamers who are really passionate about this and who want to make sort of a living out of it, be able to sort of generate sustainable revenue.
Exactly. So it's very important for us to consider the balance of your of the tokenomics, right? So can you tell us more about the tokenomics of Jedstar?
Yes, that's it's it's easy and simple without visuals. So Jedstar is currently a has a two-token sort of ecosystem. One is called Jed and one is called Cred. One of our tokens is called Jed, the other one is called Cred. The second one, which is Cred, is pretty straightforward. So Cred is sort of like a short form of credits. That's going to be the currency for our ecosystems, whether it's for games, for NFT marketplace or digital marketplace, for kdarena.gg, which is going to be our tournament platform. So one thing that we've sort of realized the last few years, ever since the launch and now defunct of project of SafeMoon, what SafeMoon has really made, how SafeMoon really became popular, for example, but they've totally crashed right now, even before the bear market, because it was totally unsustainable, was, having this whole system of taxes, etc., and all that, and anti-whale purchases and all. When we first started off, we were looking and we had those kind of tokenomics because it was really popular, and during the bull run, you couldn't really tell how, you could tell that in some ways they're not very sustainable, but nobody has sort of broke it yet. So nobody sort of looked to fix it. We now kept our tokenomics very simple. Both Jet and Cred have very simple tokenomics. One is used as a currency. The other one is sort of used as a savings sort of token where you purchase Jet, you stake it on our staking platform, and you are able to sort of earn more Cred. And Cred is the currency that you use to either play games or make purchases of both Web2 and Web3 digital assets. Our staking platform is pretty interesting because it's not just about you putting your tokens on a platform and then you generating APYs or revenue from there. We are also a licensed casino. So we actually kind of make things a bit more interesting with our staking platform, where people can restake their rewards and sort of bet for a bigger pool of rewards through. We are doing it legally because we are a licensed casino, which in future also with KD Arena is going to enable us for esports betting, etc., and all that. So it's a pretty interesting ecosystem that we have, which is a mix of crypto, traditional financial sort of elements, and also sort of esports and casino elements as well in it.
Sorry, I'm muted. So, yep, exactly. So it's good that you actually prioritize the regulation when it comes to Jedstar. And I really applaud you for that, because a lot really doesn't know where to go first, launching and then not really taking care of the regulations and whatnot. So good job on that, by the way. And by the way,
it was really tricky when we first started, because during the bull run, everybody was coming up with a lot of different tokenomics. When we were launching, the first thing I did was go to a lawyer and financial lawyer and see like, what is it that can we do? And everything that I sort of proposed, it was like illegal. But I was like, but all these tokens do it. And I was like, yeah, but what they're doing is illegal. So we had to sort of, maybe not the popular route, but at least it was the safest and the most legal one that we could take. Yeah, so that was interesting times then.
Exactly. So thank you so much. And by the way, I can see here in the comments about Silverbolt. Can you tell us more about Silverbolt in an in-depth way?
Yeah, Silverbolt is a very interesting app actually, where we leverage blockchain technology to repay gamers by tapping their power with digital assets. So it's a Web2 app. There's no crypto or anything involved for the user. So it's very straightforward for Web2 gamers. And basically what you do is you download the app, you charge your phone, you go to sleep at night, you wake up in the morning, you earn the in-app currency called volts. And with those currency, you're able to either bid for digital assets like Mobile Legends, Diamonds, Roblox credits, Valorant credits, all those Web2 different games. We are having a whole bunch of Web3 games coming in. Right now we've got Axie Infinity, but we have a few games coming in as well. So you'll be able to sort of bid and win those digital assets simply by charging your phone. And then we're having a version that's coming out end of this month where you'll be able to use those in-app credits called votes to play sort of what we call carnival games. So whether it's spin the wheel or playing poker, blackjack, etc., and all that with your friends.
Thank you for saying about Silverbolt. And of course, what are your plans for 2023, by the way, once you actually successfully launch, right? So are there any events that we are actually going to be excited with for the news? Because 2022 is ending, guys. So Jedstar is our last guest for this year, and here in Binance Live, we just started here in Binance Live. You're the third one, and the previous one is Gala Games, and then now it's Jedstar Gaming. So what can we actually expect next year for Jedstar?
In terms of crypto events, we've sort of not finalized yet, but for us, what we really have is, so we have currently 4 esports team, and we are growing that esports team mainly based in Indonesia. We also have, as I mentioned, about 600,000 sort of gamers. So we're building our sort of a mini league, which is going to be focused on Web2 and Web3 games. So a lot of tournaments coming up next month. One thing that's really exciting is we are finalizing, we're signing with, so we're all about merging both Web2, Web3, like the new and the old, because I think they both complement each other. It's not one that's better than the other. Technologies complement each other. We're finalizing, like literally signing a partnership with a broadcast TV. So TV is I think is Web0. But there's still a lot of engagement, especially where gaming is strong, which is in emerging markets, like the markets we are in right now in Southeast Asia. So we are working with actually an OTT, which is like a sort of, what it is sort of basically a broadcasting television channel to create their sports channel and their esports channel specifically. So we're working with them to sort of really broadcast all the tournaments that we have. And it will be really interesting if we're starting with Mobile Legends and PUBG Mobile, which is really hot right now in Southeast Asia. But we are partnering with Web3 Games to sort of broadcast their tournaments as well on traditional mediums like television. Obviously, they're also going to be on Twitch and YouTube, etc., and all that. That's for sure. But it will be interesting to see how sort of gamers who watch traditional television will sort of react to this, whether they'll love it or not.
Actually, we just done a caravan for a game also, but it's actually fixed to earn your country. So basically, we're doing like a tour. We call it barangay here in the Philippines, and then they've done like per barangay, and then there's actually 300 signups already for 3 days only. So we're doing it in a Web0 way, but for us to make them enter the Web3. Right. So it's a very good activation and it's very successful. And I love what you're doing there when it comes to the television, because, it's for us to actually really purge in through the mass adoption that that we're actually aiming for. Right. So,
yeah, I mean, mass adoption is a lot about going back into the old mediums, but it's also about educating as well. We have an outreach program here in Southeast Asia that's called Gaming for All.
nice.
Totally shilling what we're doing. So Gaming Fall, basically we are currently in Indonesia first. We are in 12 schools where we actually go to schools and teach them about esports. But while we are teaching them about esports, casting, the whole influencer piece of esports as well, we are also slowly teaching them about Web3 as well. So help them with creating wallets, etc., and all that. So I think, yeah, it's a slow process, but slowly we're getting all these people to sort of adopt massively Web3.
Oh, nice. That's actually great. So it's all about passion, right? And of course, helping many people when it comes to gaming and the stuff that we do. Thank you so much for doing that for the community. Indonesia really is into digitalization. As I actually noticed in Bali, I also noticed you posted that you're there for like a tournament, right? So
Yes.
it's good. You're activating the people there. Pretty much they're really knowledgeable when it comes to digitalization and cryptocurrency because our driver before have is holding crypto, so that's the reason why. Oh wow, there's a lot of people knows cryptocurrency in Indonesia. It's very famous there. It's already happening when it comes to the digital world that we are not actually aware of that's happening. So
I
yep.
mean, in this emerging market, it makes total sense. I mean, one is there's so much potential in the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, India, etc., and all that, and also like South America and Central Europe. That's one. There's a lot of potential there, and there's a lot of people who are willing to adopt. And one thing is we have this whole bunch of people, and let's talk about, for example, in Southeast Asia, 70% of the population in Southeast Asia is either unbanked or underbanked,
Yep.
meaning that they either don't own a credit card, a debit card, or even a bank account. And that's why digital asset sales, like third-party digital asset sales, is really important. Third-party digital asset sales is booming and important in these countries because, when I play Mobile Legends and I wanna get diamonds, right? I just double-click purchase and I got it. It's not that kind of straightforward process for somebody who's unbanked or underbanked because either they don't have a fixed address or fixed income to be able to have a debit card, credit card, or bank account. What Web3 can do is, as long as they KYC, they'll have a Web3 wallet. And this is how we sort of help them adopt, sort of get into finance with Web3. And then we're able to sort of help them adopt slowly by making them win or reward them through gaming, their first cryptocurrencies. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting to see all this happen.
Exactly. So, we're gonna get some questions from the community. And by the way, yes, there are crypto box here after this live. They're all waiting for the surprise box. They're gonna get something out of Jedstar. So I will get 3 questions for the community from the community. So actually, there's a comment. This esports thing sounds incredible. Incredible. So, guys, any question for Josh for tonight? They're all saying that you're good looking, by the way.
Thank you. I saw a few marriage proposals for you as well.
Oh wow. Okay, guys. Any question for Josh, by the way? And then nice shirt. Oh wow.
Thank you.
What's your mission and vision from Ashokang?
Well, our vision really is a pretty simple and ambitious one. Is bringing 1 billion gamers to Web3, and that's why for us the focus is 1, invisible adoption, 2, education, and 3, engaging via all mediums, not just what traditional Web3 mediums, current Web3 mediums now use. So 1 is seamless adoption, like KD Arena, for example. To participate in tournaments, all you need to do is to sign up with your email. What people don't know is we're actually creating on the back end is your Web3 wallet. So it's going to be a seamless sort of adoption. You'll get your cryptocurrency, etc., and all that. I mean, I know really smart people who are having trouble creating their MetaMask wallet. So we're making that whole process easy. All you need is a mobile phone or an email. That's 1. 2 is education, what we're doing through schools, etc., and all that, and these conversations that we have with great guys like you guys. And then the third one is really engaging them through platforms that they're comfortable as well, which is like television, for example.
Exactly. And the second question, what is the meaning of Jedstar?
Jedstar itself, it has no real meaning. I guess where it comes from is that we are all nerds. So we are all sci-fi and fantasy lovers. We're all gamers, and myself particularly, I love Star Wars. So when we sort of created it from branding perspective, all I said was like, let's create something that's when we started off looking at our games, we also saw it as a possibility to be a sort of a Disney kind of thing, not just. So we didn't want to build Jedstar as just one brand. We wanted to build a whole lore around it. So Jedstar has its characters, has its universe, so that we can create comic books that are coming out, animation, games, etc., and all that. So we wanted to create a huge lore and universe that we link both Web3 with finance and gaming as well.
Oh, nice. That's actually a great one. It's just like building your own Disney, right? So
Yes.
there's a question here. When are you going back to Indonesia by Galaxy Blitz?
I'll be back there the second week of January. We with our esports team, we're going to be organizing a tournament in Bali. So it'll be pretty fun. Also helping, not helping out, but helping out the team over there with the opening of the school and their first esports sort of curriculum. So that's going to be a new school. So mainly second month of January and focused on Bali.
Yes, value first, guys. So this is a question from Decoy. Will Jedstar be launching more games in the future?
Yes, we're looking definitely. I mean, I'm a gamer myself, so there's so many genres that I love. I definitely would love fighting game with our characters or mix with our characters. Rumble Royale, PUBG, or Free Fire style of game as well with our characters, you know, Fortnite type of game. But building one game is already huge, and we have 3 in the roadmap, so those are going to be much further down the road.
Wow, there's a lot of great questions I can actually ask you since we still have more 5 minutes more. So, how do you intend to prevent security vulnerabilities? That's
Yeah, so
the name is Eric Finman.
Yeah, no, that's a very good question, and I think one thing I think one response to that, and especially us having our own wallet and people holding their tokens, their winnings in it, security is obviously very important. And for us, I feel we don't need to sort of reinvent the wheel there. So what we are doing is actually we are partnering with bigger brands, so with bigger names in industry who have solidified themselves as being hyper secure. I mean, one of them, for example, our SFTs, which has a random generator, just to sort of make sure that random generator can be sort of toyed with. We've worked with Chainlink with their VRF. So with our wallet as well, we're basically working with one of the biggest Web3 security firms out there. And that we will announce once the wallet is sort of out, so I can't really announce it yet. But we take security very seriously, and we know we can't take it upon ourselves. We are a small team. The best way to do it is work with bigger teams who are much more experienced than us to help us keep everything secure.
Exactly. And this is a very important question as well for what's happening by Empty Hill. What are your plans for steady growth in the current trend right now?
I mean, everybody have been saying currently right now it's about building, right? But building is also unsustainable in some sense. We can't. I think that while might see a peak sometime next year, I think it's still a few. I mean, it's not your first winter, right? Like, so it's gonna last a few years. It's not gonna last a few months. So we can be building a few years. We do need to generate revenue. I think one of the most sustainable way for us to growth is just to realize that you need to make revenue, you need to generate revenue. And when I say generate revenue, that's not just selling tokens or NFTs, is actual real revenue. So that's why we are looking at this hybridized model of tokenization, revenue model of tokenization and fiat revenue model where through KD Arena, for example, we will have through KD Arena, Silver Vault, you'll have like ad placements, sponsorships, etc., and all that. So we are looking at generating fiat revenue that through our tokenomics will benefit our 2 tokens as well, not just us. So not only our token holders, but also those who are staking, etc., and all that through buybacks and burns and other mechanisms that we'll have in our tokenomics. White paper will come out on the 19th of December. So for us, short answer is generate revenue, just like any business.
Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting questions here. So 2 more minutes. So what is the difference between red and cred?
So basically, we look at it as one being the savings accounts and one being the spending account. very simple terms. So cred is the currency that you purchase or that you win through KD Arena or other platforms, so that you can purchase our digital assets, whether it's SFTs or Web2 assets or play our games. So you can sort of, just like traditional games, some of the games you need to pay to access to certain things, whether it's skins, etc., and all that. Whereas Jed has a sort of savings function where if you purchase Jed and you save it, you can generate cred as a revenue.
Okay, so this is not actually a financial advice, but is Jedstar going to be the next 100x by King Joseph? This is just for fun, guys.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, you can answer that basically. So there is another question. When Jedstar staking?
So we are launching on Polygon on the 19th of December, which is next week. We will have our staking 0.1 that's launching together with it, like literally a few hours later, not at the same time, because we sort of, once we launch the tokens, we've got to make sure a few things are going okay, because whatever we do on testnet might not like sort of, we might see some things on mainnet, but definitely within the first few hours. So that's when staking is going to come out. Version 1, and then we'll have Star Staking 2.0 that's coming out end of January, and that's going to be sort of a game changer in terms of what DeFi and GameFi in general are doing, because we are putting in real world sort of whatever revenue that our company is generating is also going back in some ways to sort of our stakers. But obviously we have to be careful with what we are doing in terms of on the legal side.
And also, it says here, once you visit Indonesia, go to Bandung. It's a good city. And one more question, guys. So there's a lot of questions. So this will be the last one. So does Jedstar wanting to opt in using their own crypto wallet?
Yes, we will have partners to build their wallet. So especially from the security side, we will be using both Web2 and Web3 technology to build a new type of wallet. So the one that I mentioned, all you need to do is an email or a mobile phone to create your wallet. That's all you need. It's going to be non-custodial, but it can be custodial as well, as in you can, because there's this popular. So Web2 to Web3, we need to make the experience seamless, but obviously Web3 is also about decentralization. So for people who are more familiar with Web3, we enable them to sort of make it a custodial wallet, whereas they own the seed phrase, because, you know, in crypto, what we say is not your seed phrase, not your tokens, right? Like, so we'll enable both, and we'll give them a choice. But we see that if you enable the second one, the first one, the transition is a bit harder. So we are looking at being more flexible there.
So they're all asking and praising that you look good, and then you're a model in Indonesia. And they're okay. This one, a good question, because I love merch. So where can they get your shirt, by the way? Can they buy it, or
no, not for now, but coming out soon with kdarena.gg. So look out for it. So it's KDARENA. So KDA is like kill, death, assist, you know, in gaming, arena.gg. That's coming out in end of January. We will have we have our esports team, the merch for our esports team, for Jedstar Gaming. So a lot of merch will be coming out then. So just look out for it next year.
Okay, so guys, I hope you're all ready for the crypto box. And by the way, what's your message for the community before we end this?
Well, I think especially everybody in crypto right now, it's a sort of turbulent times. So my only message is like, do your due diligence. Just like you said, this is not financial advice. Really make, you know, look at the white paper. Does it make sense? Don't just look at easy gains, because well, it is important for us. It's also you know, we have to look at being safe in this kind of crypto climate. So just stay safe, guys.
All right, guys. So according to Josh, please stay safe, and of course, do your own due diligence, because I know it's already outrated when it comes to the word do your own due diligence. But we're here to help you if you have any questions. Block Ties and Jedstar is here. We have our own community. Don't forget to actually support them. Actually, follow word is not allowed here in Binance Live. So support them on their Telegram account. And yes, if you have any questions, just feel free to go there. Okay. So So thank you so much, Josh. And of course, I'll see you soon in one of the events for sure that we're going to plan together. And actually, there's one question. What's your plan with block tides, according to one of the audience?
I hope we get to work a lot together.
Yeah, more events soon together. Of course, Jedstar will be there. Again, I'm one of the advisors of Jedstar, guys. So pretty much in all of the events of Block Tides for 2023, Jedstar will be there also. Thank you so much, Josh. Stay safe and healthy. Bye for now.
Thanks, Myrtle. Bye.
Hi guys. So actually for those who's actually saying that we're a scam, maybe you're the one who's a scam. Because ever since for 6 years we've helped thousands of people already, and at the same time we don't actually shield something that is not true. So of course this is the crypto box, guys. So this is the code. And for those who's saying bad things here, by the way, I believe in the law of karma. Good luck to everyone. By the way. So this is the crypto box. So if you're saying that we're not real, God knows that we're real, guys. So this is the code. If you don't know the code, I'm not allowed to actually say anything in repeat here. and we have thousands of supporters instead of you guys actually putting comments. You're just 3, we're thousands. Okay, so good luck to your life, and I hope you have a happy life, guys. And anyway, okay, wait, hold on. Wrong code. So the code is, actually, instead of me giving 200, I'm going to give 300 plus. So the code is M4RJKD6M. All right, so we have 4,000 viewers. Thank you so much. And if you actually don't want to support us, it's okay. So there's a lot of channels out there. And at the same time, we have real supporters. We change lives. We help people. We know we're doing the right thing. And I hope you enjoy this and stay safe and healthy. God bless you. Bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Invited here today in the first ever largest NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi event in Southeast Asia.
Heard from a great entrepreneur and inspiration of mine being a businessman from Mark Cuban says, nobody ever changed the world by doing what everybody else is doing.
We would like to thank all the sponsors for inviting us and hosting this beautiful event.
I would like to thank the organizer here tonight for making this event, for showing us that there are good and legit projects out there. And we're here showing our faces and talking because we would like to make a difference in this world.
We have arrived to a time wherein people are learning more about crypto because of such innovations in NFT, of course, in GameFi. We have entered that space.
We welcome all Filipino users, gamers, artists, and projects to join us, to join our journey, to join our crypto paradise.